Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Model Farm 6710. And in today's episode it's another building video on my model farm. And this is going to be the model show diorama, which I'm going to be bringing it around all to shows and all. And yeah, so it's exactly 2 weeks from now when I'm recording this video, when the model show is. And I'm getting on well. So in today's episode, I'm going to be going through how to make a realistic yard. It's going to be coming with tire tracks, humps and bumps, and just realistic kind of ground, really. And so everything's kind of included. I'm planning in this episode to have all the fields down, most of the sheds down, and just maybe a start on different things. I'm waiting on hedging, and I'm waiting on some gates. But the gates are should be here pretty soon, so I'm excited to see them. They're coming from 390 Farm Models, and then I'm really waiting for this hedging. So hopefully it gets on time. But let's get into the video. Right, lads, without further ado, let's get into it. So, here is the sheep yard that I'm hoping to complete. As you can see, I have a lovely little old style shed with room for a tractor, and then I'll be closing that area off, and I'll be putting a place for the sheep to go into. The sheep will be able to go in there and chill, and I'll be putting bedding in there and stuff. And then this is the Dutch barn. So in one section, in here, I'll be putting the bales, all my bales for the sheep, and here I'll be parking the tractors. So yeah, it'll be a bit of space for them. Then guys, this is the texture I'm going to be using for the ground. So as you can see, it's not just kind of dust. It's a lot of stuff mixed together. Basically, I put sand through a fizz, and I was left with all these miniature rocks. And then I put a bit of dirt through a fizz, and I just caught all the dirt that came through. And it's just a bit of everything that it's mixed in, because you find bits of everything in the yard. And yeah, that's the stuff. And then also, I have some modelling clay. You'll be able to pick this up in your local art store, like bookshops and everything. Stationery stores, they should have them. And yeah, this is what I'm going to be using. Maybe a bump here and there, and put tire marks through it, and just to make it maybe Humpty Bumpty, because you don't want it dead level. And then for the track in and bits of the yard, I'm going to be using a router. A router is a power tool. I used it for my river. In my river video, I was using it, and yeah, that's what I was using. So yeah, I'm just going to go down like 3 mil, and just to get the yard's not the same level. But I'll video a bit of me doing it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Right guys, as you can see, I've just routed maybe like 1 millimeter down, and just to skim the top and do a bit of an outline. And yeah, so what I want to do now is that I have this marked out. I want to go down a bit lower, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out my little trench for, I'm going to have kind of an old country lane kind of blending in then into the yard. And we're obviously going to put this down, and we'll make we'll have it uneven in certain places and stuff. And credit to Stephen for giving me the savage idea. The polyester resin I used on the river there, I am going to put 1 or 2 puddles in the yard, so hopefully that turns out well. We'll see it anyway. But thanks for Stephen for giving me the idea. But without further ado, I'll mark out my little lane, and then I'll mark out where I want to put the kind of slopes in the yard. Right guys, as you can see, it looks rough at the minute, but it's rough for a reason. I have to make my little dip for the pothole there, and just in the middle you can see where I'll be putting my grass, but over here you can, it's all uneven surfaces. You can see that there's different layers and stuff. That's okay because we're putting this down, and don't forget we still have to put our texture down on top of it. But yeah, for the minute, I'll do the road coming in. And yeah, we're going to have a grass strip coming through, and then just little details on the side there. Alright guys, so as you can just see, I've just coated the roadway where I'm putting the clay down on top of. I coated it with PVA glue. This is just to make sure that the clay sticks, and yeah, I'll just bring it out there a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much all to do there. Next, I have my bit of clay here. I'll just break a bit off just to start off with. And yeah, so I'll do a step-by-step tutorial on this, guys, as I'm always looking for help doing my stuff, and I find it'd be very good if someone can find a bit of help. But yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of placing it down. I'm doing kind of thin layers, and you'll see what I'll do with this. Well, the reason for the clay is you can make different like levels on the road, and also a massive thing, which is probably one of the biggest things, is that you're able to show like tractor tire marks. I find that's very helpful. Tractor tire marks, like I'd be looking for stuff myself, like you know yourself, like you want realism. You want to show that there's work going on. You want potholes. You want kind of tractor tire marks. We won't put the clay everywhere, but just in places that there might be, I'll be putting tractor tires, or whatever. So I'll just do this, and I'll get back to you. Right, guys, as you can see, I'm in the middle of doing it, and I'm pretty happy how it's getting on. I have my few humps and bumps here and there. I have my tractor tire marks, and yeah, so I'm gonna let this settle. I might do a few humps and bumps in the yard now. I'll do them off camera, as I just shown how to do it. I just got a little one of my old tractors that would have been destroyed when I was younger. I got it, and I just rubbed the tires on top of the clay, as you can see here and here, and I just find it gives it that better look, and as you can see yourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'll let it dry. I'll do in the yard, I might do a couple of humps and bumps and stuff, but yeah, I'll show you when it's dry. Right, lads, I just done the yard, and yeah, so I just done a little ramp up to there, just slightly, and then I put a couple tire marks there, and then just here, it might look like a bit of a blob, but yeah, I just kind of just made the sunlight isn't the best there, but if I just move that shed, you could be able to see it. There you go. So yeah, it's just a bit of rubble in the middle of the yard, kind of, and there's space for a pothole, which I'm going to put a bit of epoxy resin in to make it, to look for a resemblance of a pothole, and then there's another tire mark. It will look good once I have the grit down, but yeah, we're going to let this dry first before I put the grit down. Right, guys, I apologise for the lighting, but yeah, this is the outcome from it. So as you can see, I have little tire tracks there, just around here, and you can just see a little outline of them. And as you can see, if you look very closely, just so you can barely see them, looks like there's a bit of wear here and there. And I routed into the boards as I was showing you. I have a little few places to patch up. But yeah, I think it looks savage. I'm happy with it. I didn't get to put in the puddle as I forgot, I completely forgot about it. And the video has to be up, guys. So I'll have it in next episode. I just have to pour it in. But yeah, and yeah, I'm really happy how that got on. Uh, I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial. Right, guys. So as you can see, I have for the most part the all the fields down. I just have to put a lane in through here, and just a grass field there and a grass field there, just a little paddock really. And yeah, that's the plan. Also have to throw a bit of grass there. But yeah, I've the two sheds that Stephen built for me. Still work in progress. I have to put Yorkshire boarding on the back, which is just wooden planks on the back of it, and I have to put a feed barrier I bought here. I'll talk about them in a minute, and then Stephen made me this big machinery shed in here as well. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be. I have the milking parlour almost done. I just have to put the roof onto it. I'll show you that in the start of the next episode, and yeah, in the next episode we hopefully will be doing the bridge, finishing off that, and hopefully I'll have my hedging. But yeah, I have these fences and feed barrier. So I got these fences off Instagram from 390 Farm Models. If you look him up on Instagram, he should pop up. I'll leave the link in the description to him in this video. But yeah, he made me a couple of these gates, which are lovely. He makes them by hand himself and his son. And yeah, I got in contact with them, got a couple made, and I got a pretty good deal. And I got this feed barrier made for myself as well, which is going to be going in front of the shed there. And yeah, it's looking really cool. And yeah, I can't wait to put it on. He also gave me this, which I'm going to use for a crush. I can't wait to do that as well. So yeah, thanks very much, guys, for letting me buy these off you. It was a pleasure doing business. And yeah, that's where I'm going to be putting one of the gates. And he also gives me the fence posts with them as well, so that's pretty good. And yeah, so guys, I'm going to be putting maybe just an open yard here. I'll have my driveway in. I'll be putting a maybe industrial wall there or something, or industrial fencing. Sheep yard is looking good. I got the most part of it done. I just have to kind of add detail. I'm going to be putting the crush on the long side of the Dutch barn there. And yeah, I'm waiting on the hedging, and then everything should come to look good. Stephen has a church for me for here. So yeah, the church is going to be going there. I have to do marking for parking over here. The pub is going to be going here. I have the pub made. My sister is just putting little bits like windows on it at the minute for me. And yeah, little parking spot will be going around just here. So yeah, I'll have a little walls made up here for next video for the next episode as well. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.